you need your rest. And one of the first things you need to realize about getting rest is you've got to clear your mind of all the stresses of your day. You can't lie in bed and think about bills you haven't paid. You can't do it. It just won't work. You can't lie in bed and think about the events of the day. Current events, current affairs. These things will keep you up at night. You've got to learn to let it go. And that's where autonomous sensory meridian response comes into play. And I'm going to tell you why. We have forgotten in Western civilization how to meditate. We've forgotten. We have forgotten how to let things go and become one with our surroundings, one with the natural world around us. We've lost this ability in our fast-paced, work-centric, success-centric Western culture. And we need to get it back. And that's where ASMR comes into play. ASMR is a most pleasant and harmless way to rediscover how you fit into the natural world. It can be a pleasurable and relaxing experience and is not based on negativities such as sexuality, fetishism, and voyeurism. No. It is about allowing your mind to relax, letting your consciousness expand and take pleasure in the minutiae of the world around you. We've got to learn to let things go and notice the small miracles that happen around us every single day. From a craftsman creating something with his skills honed over years of experience, to a homemaker bringing pleasure to those she loves in her home through her skills, through her talents, through the love of her spirit, through her kind and pleasant voice. This is how we must reach out and connect with others. The shopkeeper, the simple janitorial person, the professional, the businessman. All of us can find solace and peace from observing each other's skill set and how this same skill set is unique and different to each of our experiences. Everyone experiences ASMR effects a little differently than the next person. Case in point, something that will create a response through my scalp and down the back of my neck may do absolutely nothing to someone sitting right beside me observing the same thing. Something I find absolutely repulsing may be absolutely fascinating to someone else. And this is a conundrum. This is the small issue, and it's very small. The small issue that makes each and every one of us unique. It's that little tiny sugar cube, that little cubic inch that separates each one of us, that gives us our uniqueness, our soul, if you will. It makes us eternally different than the next person, that 1 inch. We don't want to be like everyone else. We are like everyone else every day of our lives, walking down the street wearing the same clothes, talking the same politics, watching the same movies, watching the same TV shows, same radio, same music, same food, same everything. But we can stop and focus on that 1 inch of separation between all of us. Like I said, that tiny little piece of dice, and roll it. And find a relaxing, autonomous, sensory, meridian response that is unique to just myself. And for that one moment, I can separate out from society and find peace, relaxation, meditation, focus, pleasure, a calmness, a strange calmness that I just don't get in my daily life, that we do not get in our daily life. How have we forgotten that? We're driven. We must work and work extra. I personally work 2 almost full-time jobs. I have 2 people in my family in college at any one time for the last 6 years. And I still have a young one that expects Christmas to be grand. And I do like my vacations, and I like my car, and I like fixing up my house, and I like going to the movies, and I like buying my wife clothes, and I like my cable TV, and my Sirius satellite radio, and 2 computers in my house, not one, and it goes on and on and on and on. And if we in Western society are not driven, then I don't know what is. And I put my friends in Japan and Korea and Taiwan in that same group. They're not Eastern. They're just like us. We're driving ourselves to extinction, people. The Pacific Ocean does not separate us when it comes to work ethic. I don't have one pair of glasses. I think I have 6. But I only have one set of eyes. And yet I can see that one set of sunglasses is not good enough. I need 6. I need 2 just like this for video work, in case the first one breaks. And I don't even use them in every video. I have 2 pair for vacation, because I can't take the ones for video work on vacation. And I have a pair in my car, because it has to be in my car in case I need them for work when I'm driving, because they have to be in my car. And then I have a pair of transition sunglasses, because I like to wear them, and then they lighten up so I can watch a movie in the dark in a cinema. I think that's 6. I'm not going to judge myself or my culture and say that that's wrong. I think we need to look at ourselves and just realize what is okay and what is not. What is too much, what is not enough. And if you got it, you should get what you need to make your life easier and simpler. I don't like to be judgmental on those respects, because everybody's different. And we have an extra car in case one breaks down, and that's important when you have 2 people working and going in 2 different directions. So a third car isn't always a bad thing. It's a pleasurable insurance at times, I guess. So I'm not going to judge everybody's individual materialism in the capitalist style Western civilization, but I am going to question our choices of leisure. When we go on vacation so rarely, do we sit on the beach? We go on vacation and we run from museum to amusement park, back to a hotel that we only sleep in 6 or 8 hours a night, and then we run and do it all over again. From waterfall to alligator park to deep sea fishing to boat rides to movies to plays to everything under the sun. We actually work harder at vacation than we do at work. I usually lose 10 pounds on vacation, even though I'm eating 2 to 3 solid big meals a day plus dessert, because I'm never sitting still for 18 to 19 hours that day. It's amazing. I'd be a lot healthier if I was on vacation, because I just run. And there's a time and a place for that. There is, when your kids are young and you wanna have experiences with your spouse. You wanna enjoy the world. You worked really hard, and you wanna experience things that you just dream about. Really, you dream about vacation. And we're starting to come full circle. You dream about these days, these 7 to 14 days a year, that you're going to let everything go and really do what you want to do with your life. 52 weeks in a year, but 50 of them you work your tail off for those 2 weeks, maybe even only one. And you dream about those days. Just like you dream about old relationships, old boyfriends, old girlfriends, whoever you are. And past experiences. This is how at night you let things go. And you just slip off into sleep and you find that peace. That deep, tranquil unconsciousness to let the brain rest. And the studies are clear. We don't need as much sleep as we think we do. We can recover physically in shorter rest periods, but our brains need a long, deep, restful, meditative sleep to recharge, for higher reasoning, to learn, for problem solving. And we've got to learn to let things go. So how do we do that in terms of what I'm talking about, ASMR? Find that moment of peace every day. That meditative, quiet, peaceful moment, alone or in the company of loved ones, whatever the case may be, where you can finally relax. Let things go. Find that 1 inch of yourself that separates you just for a minute from all the static, all the stimulus of the world around you, and seek peace. Seek the quiet moments that allow you a calm, relaxing, and thought-clearing time for yourself. And don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed of doing something that is 3 things: non-sexual, non-fetish, non-voyeuristic, that helps you define peace and tranquility in your spirit, your mind, your body. Bring it all together. And don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed of who you are. Too often we forget the minutia of the natural world around us. From someone just like us, who is also seeking a moment of peace and clarity. That's all it's about. Don't be afraid to find that stimulus, that trigger that allows you to feel like a child, an innocent child again, in your mind, and takes you back to easier, simpler times. doesn't make you a bad person. It just allows you to get to know yourself again and finally realize you're not such a bad guy. Not everybody is always going to agree with you. So just do what works for you and find that peace. And don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't worry about bills. Don't worry about what's on TV tonight. And don't worry about what's for dinner tomorrow. It's going to be there one way or another. Find the minutia of your life. Minutia is small, insignificant, simple, tiny, relatively unimportant fibers, little things. But when they're woven together, you start to build a tapestry of consciousness that defines you as a human being, a unique and very special human being that deserves that one little tiny sugar cube dice roll. And the odds are stacked in your favor when you take the time to get to know you, because you aren't that bad a guy or girl, person. I guess I'm talking from personal experience. I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel like such a great person, and then I remember, I'm probably just like everybody else, so why beat myself up? Is it really that bad? Are you really that bad? Find that inner peace. It's there. All you have to do is reach out and get it. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope this video helps you in some small way, and I hope it gives you some insight into my own thoughts as a person. And until I see you again, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.